Peace and light. Come on in, fam. Peace and light. Peace and light. I know it's a beautiful Saturday. A lot of y'all out there enjoying your day. You might not even be able to get to this video right now because you're having so much fun. But I wanted to make it nonetheless. Come on in here, fam. Peace and light. Peace and light. So, moment of truth. Moment of truth. I begin this journey. Peace, Chris. Peace. I see you, King. I started this journey because, and not necessarily because, but I started this journey as the Alchemist, being that based upon my normality, it was almost a responsibility to be the seer, the coach's coach. And I've said it before, but I was paid, professionally, you know what I mean? For almost 29 years, I've had to be the seer, the coach's coach. I've had to be able to see past the visionary who has come into my existence in order to help them progress their brand, in order to help them progress their life, in order to help them progress. It was my professional service. So when I say I'm the seer, the coach's coach, it didn't come from a place of arrogance. It didn't come from a place of I need to call myself that. It came from actuality. But this video is about something different. Because I'm very perplexed right now. Because I've been the seer, I've been the coach's coach. And I retain services of those who also consult and do these things. But this video is about when that seer, when that coach is in need of coaching. This video is not about, it's I have been the seer. I've been the coach's coach. So I've been on the receiving end of that phone call. Okay, King, okay, Seven, okay, whatever they want to call me. This is what I'm going through right now, blah, blah, blah. And I realize now, and not because I didn't before, but I'm just saying, I realize in this moment, what it really takes for a seer or a coach to contact another fucking seer or another fucking coach. Because you have become so much to so many different people. You've become so much to so many. You've become the answer. You were the answer to so many, but what happens when you need the answer? And I'm going to take it a step further than that, because I'm going to give you the actuality of what I'm dealing with. What happens when you are the answer and you know it, yet you still exist through needing an answer? Many people speak to ignorance, right? So many people come on here and they be like, yo, you should love self, you should do all these things, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? All these things. But no one, I've never seen a video speak to a person who is already embedded in that activity and still yet have these actualities. I have not seen that yet. I haven't seen it yet. Because so many people are speaking to the unhealed, but the healed are still having problems. The healed is still having problems. So many people are focused on the unhealed, but the healed are still having problems. So what happens when you are the healed and are still having problems? What happens when you're too conscious to wake up in bed and be so fucking a victim that you're curled up in the fetal position like nobody can save you? But yet you're still having the fucking emotions of that victim. Like, this is the craziest shit in the world. I've never, this is the craziest shit. What happens when you're so healed, you're so in self-love, you're not self-defecating, but you're still experiencing life. You're still experiencing hurt. You're still experiencing these things. And you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm healed, but god damn, this shit hurt. What do you do then? Because there is no other healing that you come to. There's only time. There's no... A healed person who's hurting has no other healing to be had other than time. That's it. That's it. But so many people spend so much time speaking to the unhealed. I'm tired of speaking to the unhealed. I want to speak to the healed who are still fucking trying to heal. I'm tired of speaking to the unhealed. That's why I went away for a while. I was like, yo, man, I don't know who the fuck to talk to right now. Like, I don't know who to talk to right now. I don't. I was on for 7 years. For 7 years, I came on this platform, sometime daily, sometime weekly. And I'm like, yo, who am I talking to? Like, I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking to no more. I don't even know who I'm talking to no more. So there's no reason for me to cut this fucking camera on. There's no reason. Why? Because the people that I have already been speaking to, they should be healed at this point, right? They should be healed. So there's nothing else for me to say, except for the fact that I'm still dealing with hurt, and I'm a healed motherfucker. So if I'm still dealing with hurt as a healed person, who's speaking to the fucking healed people that's still going through hurt? Who's speaking to the healed people that's still going through hurt? Who's doing it? People want to reduce things to the either or. They want to reduce things. You're either healed or you're not. You're either healed or you're not. You can be healed and still be living. And the everyday of your healing still requires consciousness, focus, and more application of fucking healing. That's what healing is all about. But people get on these platforms and they only speak to the shit that you've been through. Not nothing that you're going through in a sense of you're still healed, but going through shit. They want to speak to you like you're either healed or you're not. They want to talk to you like the shit you're going through, you got to battle consciousness of identification, because there's no way you could be healed and still going through what you're going through. That's how they want you to feel. That's how they want you to feel, but healed people are still hurting. Healed people are still hurting. And who's talking to them? They already know how to go and fucking kumbaya. They already know how to go and silence themselves. They already know how to go and quiet their minds. So when they come online to seek healing, they still can't find healing. Because the healing that exists on these platforms are only speaking to those who are not healed. It's not speaking to those who are in present moment of healing. It's not, and that's why we cut the shit off. Like we going through shit, right? Like we going through shit. And we go to YouTube, we go to Facebook, we go to these different, you know what I'm saying, modules or whatever, and we want to find what we need. But everybody else is speaking to the victim. Nobody's talking about the victor. Nobody's speaking to the champion who's still trying to fucking heal. Nobody. I haven't seen it. Everybody's speaking to the victim, like, don't be a victim. You know what I'm saying? Let's raise our vibration. Let's do these things. But what about those who are already raised their vibration and still going through the fuckery of life? What about those people? Because it sounds redundant to tell them to just meditate. It sounds redundant to them. They've already done that shit. They don't need you to tell them to fucking meditate. They don't need you to tell them, oh, it's your fucking diet. It's not my fucking diet. It's this goddamn circumstance right now that I'm going through that nobody can speak to because they so fucking unhealed. They can't even imagine the healing I'm at right now because I'm so fucking thankful for even the circumstance that I'm going through. I'm so fucking healed that I'm thankful for the fucking hurt that I'm going through. Who's speaking to that? Who the fuck? I had to come to the roof. I had to come to the roof. I had to come to the roof, y'all. Because who is speaking to that person? You done did your kumbayas. You done motherfucking said your amayats. You done fucking went to spirit. You done fucking, you done cloaked yourselves. You done did all of these things. You did it in spirit and you did it in truth, and shit still ain't changing. And you questioning your fucking magic, and that's not right. Don't question your magic. Don't question your magic. That's the wrong fucking thing for you to do. Your magic is the reason why you're healed in the perspective of even your own understanding in the moment of your hurt. Hurt people don't even realize that they hurt. They just hurt other people. So a healed person who's hurt, who understands, God damn, I'm fucking hurt. Who can speak to this hurt? Who? I need that fucking person, and I realize that's why you all came to my channel. I realize that now. My channel was not for those who did not understand healing. Magic Up TV was not for those who was just coming into fucking consciousness. Magic Up TV was for those practitioners and those motherfuckers who have goddamn, y'all have put your lives on the line for this shit. And nobody still understands you. Magic Up TV was for you. And now I am experiencing the shit that I need Magic Up TV for. Now I'm experiencing shit, and you only when healers come to you, they only come to you in two ways. They either have healed, they've either gone through some shit and learned how to deal with things. They've created modules and systems beyond pain and controversy, or you got a fucking person trying to manipulate you. There's only two types of healers. Those who have truly walked through the valley of the shadow of death, or them motherfuckers who are trying to rob you. That's it. There's no in between. There's no in between. And when you see me not coming on this motherfucking channel, when you see me not fucking doing my videos, when you see that I'm not engaging, it's because I'm spent. It's because I'm spent and I'm searching for my own healing in the moment. Y'all listen, man. 2 years ago, I put a business module together that will save millions of Americans. Today is April 11th. On April 20th, on 4/20, it will be 2 years of me trying to fund this company. And what's worse is that I have not gotten no's. I've turned down hundreds of millions of dollars at this point because it wasn't right. I've been bamboozled on many of occasions and didn't fall for the fucking carrot. I didn't fall for the shit. I've lost my family structure. I've gone through so much turmoil and fucking distress over this shit, man. Yet, here I still am. With enough character, enough desire to see people still healed enough to turn this camera on. There are champions out there who are suffering. So many people talk to the motherfucking unchampion. So many people talk to the unchampion, yo. But the champion is out there fucking hurting. The champions, those who have over-accentuated themselves, those who decided to fucking seek excellence and not normality. The champions are fucking hurting. The champions. And who's speaking to the champions? So many people. Do you understand what a champion is? Oh, so many of these fucking inspirational speakers, they're talking rhetoric, yo. They're talking elementary shit that the basic person who's trying to come into consciousness is finding. And I got tired of that shit. I was showing y'all magic. I was pulling magic out my ass. You know what I'm saying? Changing lives. The champion is still hurting. And that was always the intent for tribalistic motherfucking living. Tribalistic living. Because not everybody's a champion. And people understood where they were in Lifeline. People understood where they were in intent. People understood where they were in action. And they paid homage to those who did not have the courage to do what they desired. And they rallied them about. And those who had the courage came back and brought forth gifts. They didn't bring forth arrogance. They didn't bring forth, you know what I'm saying? Like we've forgotten the exchange of life. This digital construct got us fucked up. Champions. This channel has always been for champions. Magic Up TV has always been about champions. Those who are doing, you know what I'm saying? Like you want more out of life. You're trying to achieve things that maybe nobody around you has achieved before. You're aspiring to things that you haven't even seen before. Your output in life extends any normality or anything that anybody around you has to even offer. I'm tired of talking to the unchampion. I want to talk to the champions. Who the fuck on here is a champion? Like I don't want to make I don't want to make a profit off the unjust. I don't want to make a profit off the unchampioned. I don't want to fucking talk to those who don't even understand the power of self. I want to talk to the fucking champions. Because those are the people who are really having a hard time. Everybody's having a hard time, but the champion is really having a fucking hard time. Because to whom much is given, even much more is required. So not only do you have to suffer your own shit, you gotta go to war for everybody else. You gotta go to war for everybody else. That's the champion. Not only did you have to suffer your own relationship shit, you had to figure out how to help other people with their relationship shit. Not only did you have to suffer your own shit, you had to figure out how to heal other people's shit. Not only did you have to suffer your own fucking... The champion. The champion. I want to talk to the fucking champions. I'm tired of that shit. Because to the champions, Those who are not champions don't want you to feel like a champion. So they make you, they influence certain entities and certain energies upon your life so that you can subserviate yourself to wherever the fuck they at in their life. You understand? It's time out for that shit, man. It's time out for that shit. Stop being apologetically amazing. Stop being Stop apologizing for your fucking amazingness. Excuse my wings while they come out and I fly on your ass who can't fucking even walk. Champions are teaching people how to walk, and they got wings, and they ain't even flying because you don't want to make them fucking feel like you goddamn more important than they are. You spending so much time trying to make people feel so comfortable with how fucking amazing you are. Why? We spending so much time trying to make motherfuckers feel comfortable for how amazing we are. The champion. The fucking champion. I went away. I went away because I didn't think that this is what you wanted. I went away because I'm like, yo, man, it's time out for that. Like, I'm speaking nice. I'm telling y'all shit that work. It's all good. Everything's cool, but I gotta consider my audience. My audience is not beginners. Y'all are fucking champions. You're champions. And I stopped speaking to you, and I'm sorry. Because when I first came on, for years, I was talking to the champions. But y'all don't patronize me. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no consult. You ain't buying shit. You know what I'm saying? So it leaves the others. And then what happens is that we start to now tailor our business. We start to tailor our energy. We start to tailor, you know what I'm saying, what we are around those who are patronizing us. And then we lose focus on what the fuck we are. We lose focus on how powerful we really fucking are. We doing these ABC fucking tricks. We doing the pull a rabbit out the hat fucking shit where we can make a whole fucking building disappear. You trying to fucking make a rabbit disappear, you can make a whole building disappear, and you ain't even focused on that because the people who are paying you to see a rabbit come out that fucking hat. This shit real, man. I'm tired of dumbing myself down. I'm tired of dumbing it down. I'm tired of dumbing it down. I'm tired of dumbing it down. You know what I mean? What's that word they like to use now? I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Narcissism. Let me share something with y'all. Programming is powerful as fuck. And the way that the more effective programming is like, we want you to think you came up with the shit. We don't want you to think that you are abiding by the program. We want you to think that you came up with the shit. So the word narcissist has started emerging after the word brand. Like, branding came and then narcissism, right? People call those who have absolute intent for their lives, who has surpassed normality. You have done amazing shit, and they want to call you a narcissist. They want to call you a narcissist. Why? Because they can't do what you can. And they're tired of hearing that shit. They're tired of you talking about your greatness. So they had to come up with a word to dumb that shit down. They had to come up with a word to make you feel fucked up about how great you are, and they called it narcissism. You know how many great people I've heard called narcissists? They want to strip you from your power because they have none. They want to strip you of your rights because they have none. They want to make you feel fucking ridiculous about your lusts and desires because theirs don't amount to shit. They want to put you in fucking civic prison for being who the fuck you are. And we do it to be accepted. We do it to be loved. We do it to be honored. We do it to be committed to. And if these motherfuckers really knew the fraction of our fucking champion-ass minds, they would be quivering in their fucking boots because of how powerful you really are. Why they talk that power shit. See, what they do is they go online and they look for people to tell them that they powerful. While on the other hand, we're dumbing down our fucking power to make them feel comfortable. Oh boy. Oh boy. How amazing is this fucking life we live? How amazing. And then what they'll do is they'll turn the volume up while they're watching that shit to make you feel fucked up about how much of a god you are. They're going to use normality, examples of normality, and compare it to your amazingness to tear you down. They're going to tell you you don't amount to shit. They're going to tell you you didn't do anything for them because of how powerful and amazing they are. But they're only doing that because if they didn't, the only thing left is for them to kneel before you. Do you understand? If you're going to be a god, be a god. Have an understanding of a god. You're going to be alone. Angels exist for a reason. The whole construct of angels exists for a reason. Because those are the only entities that exist with God. Angels. Entities that's beyond subservient understanding. Normality. Those which are sent to serve you, the God. You are a God because of what you chose to adhere to. You are a God because of what you chose to adhere to. You agreed with being the vessel of healing and understanding and purpose and extentuation of light. You agreed to that shit. So because you agreed to that shit, now you are alone. While love exists all around you. You can stop me at any time. Trust me, I know who I'm talking to. Trust me, I know who I'm talking to. You feel alone right now. You've spent so much time healing those, and you're like, well, who's here for me? Who's here to heal the healer? And I'm trying to let you know right now, I understand. And this is where healers come to be healed. It is our responsibility among ourselves, gods. The gods rallied among themselves. They didn't go to the people for healing. They rallied among themselves. The people were in need of light. The God of light needed light. So he spoke to another God. She spoke to another God. Gender is not my focus, and I don't want you to hear what I'm saying in sex. I want you to hear what I'm saying in deed. We need each other. Those who are truly champions of this fucking construct, we need each other. We need each other right now in a way that's so crazy because the powers that be are pressing upon those who are not where we are in the healed land of service and light. So if their focus is pressing upon more and more than where they were before, then that means that the multitude is now calling upon us more and more in a way that they hadn't before. But that also means that we're spent. It also means that we're tired. And who's there for you? Where do you go for inspiration? This channel was meant for such. Magic Up TV was for the healers, man. It was for the healers first. Magic Up TV was for the healers first. Because where the fuck do we go? Where do we go to be understood? We're ridiculed on our weakness. People think that we shouldn't have a flaw. We're ridiculed on our, you know what I'm saying? On our faults. We're ridiculed. The moment someone sees that crack in your existence, or they go for the juggler, don't they? Because you're a healer. You ain't supposed to be like that. Right? There's never been a time more important for us to be about us. And I'm talking to the healers. Like, they put it in our faces. They showed you the Avengers. They showed you the Justice League. They've shown it to you. There's a reason. There's a reason they're showing it to you. There's a reason these things exist. The powers that be has agreed that nothing can happen to conscious man without warning. But nobody's adhering to the warning. Nobody's seeing this shit. I went away for months, man. 2 people inboxed me. 2 people. I'm like, wow. That's what I mean to y'all. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I'm going to still make another video. I'm going to still make another video because if I feel like this, I know other people feel like this. And if other people feel like this, then they're looking for camaraderie. They're looking for similar kindred spirit. They're looking for healing within the healing of healing. They're not looking for healing with those who are just coming into healing. And it don't take a fucking convention. It don't take no kumbaya down by the lake. It don't take getting garbed up and having fucking all these goddamn malas around my fucking neck. It don't take me having on a fucking kufi. It don't take me having, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like illustrating this shit from a fucking a monetary perspective. Healing comes in truth. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what it looks like. And when people are hurting, they're hurting. No matter how healed they are. You know what I mean? Like, healers hurt too. And that's a real thing. And I've started experiencing emotions that I'm sure I've experienced before. I'm sure of it, but I have no recollection. It's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. I'm experiencing shit that I should have experienced as an adolescent, as a teenager. I'm experiencing emotions and feelings that I don't have no recollection of. And that shit's weird as fuck to me. And I went away. I went away because I was having issues with my family. I was having issues in business. I was having issues within self. Though healed, though healing in the circumstance. But I felt like in the moment, I couldn't make a video. I felt like in the moment, I couldn't speak to it. And I realize now that probably should have been the best time for me to make a fucking video. Because everybody's so concerned with being whole and healed when they talk to you. Nobody wants to be broken and experiencing shit as they talk to you. because it damages their brand of knowing it all. I don't know shit. I know what I know, and what I don't know, and I know that I don't know nothing. You know what I mean? But I was really going through that. I was really having feelings of disappointment. Like I felt like I let y'all down because the deal hadn't gone through at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I let my family down because the deal hadn't gone through at a certain time. I felt disregarded from the master teachers that I've gone to talk to, who have, you know, been unanswering. And it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. I went away for months, y'all. I was going for months. But one thing that I can stand by is this. You don't get the fake. I've never delivered you the fake. Everything you get from me is authentic. I'm not pressed enough about status to make a video when my spirit needs healing. You understand? Like, I'm not at a place where I need enough attention to create a post when my spirit needs healing. How can I do that? How can I be in front of you like that? But I realize at this point, 7 years later, we've been doing this, y'all, for 7 years. 7 years later, y'all don't need me to be at that place. Y'all just want to hear me speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realize that a lot of my audience is like me. You're practitioners. You're going through hurt and pain and grandeur. You're experiencing things on such a level that nobody else can even speak to. You feel like you can't even talk to a person about that shit, right? I get it. I get it. We so inundated with bullshit, man. We so inundated with, you know, toxicity. Like, people are talking, but they have no resolve. You know, like, I turn these channels on and I hear people talking, but they offer no resolve. Not even for a price. And so I've been offering resolve to people for years. My whole life has been about resolve. I've been assisting those resolve issues almost 30 years of my life. Almost 30 years. And what social media does, what these digital platforms do, it diminishes history because everything is about now. So if they didn't see you heal 100 people yesterday, did you really heal 100 people? If they didn't see you, you know what I'm saying, lift that 1,500-pound dumbbell, did you really do it? There's no belief, there's no faith. There's only social media. And then social media is fabricated in such a way that everybody's so protective of their energy, they don't want to be honest. And then those who come to you that's honest are looked at as toxic. Because honesty doesn't bear just, you know, positive comments. Honesty does not bear, you know, honky-dory. Honesty bears the fruit of life. And a lot of times the fruit of life is hard. So it's celebrated when you want to celebrate some shit, when it's a birthday, when it's a fucking new car and all these things, but nobody wants to speak to the pain that you're experiencing when you lose that job, when that car is repoed. Social media doesn't even promote the advance for you to share such experience. You shared the experience of the new fucking car, but you can't tell nobody that bitch got repoed. So that leaves us to a fucking place of falseness. We're living in falsehood. Nobody's honest. Or they seem toxic. Yeah, it's all good when you come across my page and that shit say, kumbaya. But when you come across that bitch and say, nobody asked for that bullshit you put me through, oh, now Seven gotta be going through some bullshit. No. Life requires balance. How is it that we're celebrating all of this bullshit, but nobody's fucking spending time in the actuality of healing the truth? Nobody's spending time on healing the shit that's real. Everybody want to speak to the joy of shit, the happiness of shit. Happiness is situational. You want a motherfucker to come on here and be all happy and shit so you can be happy because you ain't happy. Happiness is situational. Peace and joy is construct. It's constructional. That means I can have peace without happiness. I can be frustrated right now and still have peace. I don't have to lie to you like I'm happy. But y'all mistake that shit for a motherfucker who ain't healed. I'm healed enough to not go along with that bullshit you trying to sell me, while still appreciating the fact that I got ears to hear the bullshit you trying to sell me. I'm going to say it again. The audience that I'm speaking to is at a place right now where they're like, God damn, man, I'm suffering financially and this shit hurt. But I'm thankful to the bitch that I ain't where I was. That's my audience. My audience is those who are like, yo, that fucking stab in my goddamn abdomen is hurting like a bitch. But I'm so glad my fucking bulletproof shield held up. It doesn't have to be either or. Healing is a progress. It is progressional. Healing is for everlasting. There's no destination. And it doesn't have to be either or. You can be healed and still go through shit. You can be healed and still need healing. Fuck you mean? What you mean, Sam? How that happen? What you mean? How you can be healed and still need healing? What the fuck you talking about, bro? That don't exist. What you mean it don't exist? That's exactly what it means. Healing is a journey. It's not a destination. A healed person wakes up and knows, I need healing. The problem, boy, the problem is where it come from. Everybody want to teach you within self, while they're coming to you for shit they can't control outside of self. But they want you to be so healed within self that you don't need nothing outside of self. That's fucking stupid. And I ain't heard nobody ever say that before, so I'm gonna say it. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid to expect yourself to be so fucking healed you don't need nothing outside of self. It's fucking stupid. While you're the fucking practitioner that people are coming to be healed, what makes you different? What makes you think that you don't need another motherfucker? What makes you think that you so goddamn, you know what I'm saying, above hurt that you don't need to search for healing? That's the most damaging person ever. The person who thinks they don't need healing. The person that thinks that they are that. They are the quintessential of all. Therefore, there's no way that anybody can speak to me what I don't already know. And that may be true. However, sometimes you still need to hear it from someone else other than yourself. Just because you're a god doesn't mean other gods can't speak to you. You know what I mean? I'm willing enough to be so exposed. Like, I don't have this shit all figured out. I don't think nobody comes to Magic Up TV to hear me have it all figured out. I think y'all come here for a motherfucker who really is honest about his approach to healing. And I've been very successful in that approach. You know what I'm saying? But I got to a place where, like, I'm tired of watering this shit down, man. Like, I'm tired of talking to beginners. I know I'm not talking to beginners. I know that. So if you're not a beginner, if you are really seasoned, like, I want to turn the fucking temperature up just a little bit. Is that all right? I got so much more. You know what I mean? I want to talk to the champions. It's the day of the champions now. So, I'm here. Fuck dumb shit. It's our time. It's our time because time needs us to understand that it's our time. It's our time because so many who cannot do for themselves are in need of champions. So if the champion is not motivated, if the champion is not inspired, if the champion does not understand what they get out of the equation, because a lot of champions feel like there's nothing for you in the equation. I give, but what comes back to me? Yeah, we might charge and they pay that invoice, but that ain't, they got healing, you got paid. That's not what the fuck you talking about. And I understand that. Trust me, I understand that. Most people won't. You're out here healing. Yeah, they might have paid you. But that only speaks to one half of the equation. You're actually looking for more. You're looking for something else. And nobody wants to talk about what that is that you're looking for. Nobody wants to take pride in what it is that gods actually desire. Nobody. Yet, we take so much pride in calling ourselves gods. So many of these platforms, God is God, God is God, God is God. I'm a goddess, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, I'm a god. But don't nobody want to talk about what the fuck sustains gods. Because to wherever you are in that conversation, oh boy, you don't want to seem, what was the word? What was the word? I gave it. Hold on. Shit. You know what I'm talking about. The word. I can't even think of it right now. Narcissism. There it is. Narcissist. You can't even come down out the fucking clouds, because the moment you do, they're going to call you a narcissist. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queens. Thank you. We gotta get past entertainment. Like, I turned on Tony Robbins the other day. Like no bullshit. And I don't mean to like name names and no shit like that. But you know, I was looking for motivation. So I went to like Deepak Chopra and like Tony Robbins and all these different people. And I'm like, yo, man, why are you still on level fucking 1? Why are you still talking to people on level fucking 1? Where did the level 12 people go? Where do the level 12 people go if everybody's so hell-bent on staying at level 1 so they can charge for this shit? Like where? Where? You know what I mean? Like where? I'm over this shit. I'm over it. And I get it. People come, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's coming to consciousness, everybody's coming to understand in a different place, and there's always room for the remedial. There's always room for the beginner. I get that. But who the fuck is speaking to the advanced? We don't need to hear that kumbaya shit. We don't need that. We don't need that. We already did that. We already lit the motherfucking candles. We already did that shit. Who's speaking to the advanced? That's where we going. That's where we going. That's where we going. That's where we going. So I might not be making videos every day. I might not be making videos every week. That's cool. But I promise you this. From now on, it is only to the advanced. To those of you who are out there and you're putting forth all of your soul, you are spinning that shit out, man. You are spending it out. To those of you who have put yourself in the position between man and beast, to those of you who have put yourself as an intermediate between human and spirit, for those of you who have decided to give of yourself beyond understanding to those who still can't afford your services, I want to let you know something. All that energy was not given in vain. It's not given in vain. It's your calling card. Other champions, they see you. And it's time for us to rally together and create a much larger resolve. Not just for those who watch our page, not just for those who come to us for understanding and healing, but for those who want to join hands. For those who are tired of the fucking construct that we've been existing in. For those who want to create resolve. They need to see your power. They don't need to see you bowing down to your audience. They need to see your power. They need to see your authenticity. They need to see you hurting. They need to see you surviving. They need to see you winning. If all you're concerned about is showing them winning, how can you talk to them about surviving? If you're so concerned with them if you're so concerned with them seeing you doing nothing but being at the top, how can you talk to them about rising from the bottom? I don't understand that. So I love y'all. I love you. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. And I'm expecting from you much higher. You look at me in my eyes, I'm looking you in yours. I'm expecting more from you. I'm expecting you to take the ball up the fucking yard line, get to the goal line and score. Nothing else is permissible. I want to see you winning. I want to hear about it. I want you to inbox me and tell me about all the fucking things you've done that was amazing and great and powerful. Why you keeping that shit secret? Because nobody want to hear it? I want to hear it. Inbox me. I promise, I'm not fucking playing, man. I don't care if it was when you was 10 years old. Flood my inbox with nothing but fucking amazing news, man. Please. Please. I love y'all. And this is why I say life is easy. We make it hard. I am 7, the Alchemist, and you've been watching Magic Up TV. Share this shit, man. I love y'all. Peace and light.